everybody. Welcome to the preview of the grand final. That's right, it's the grand final show, and two teams have made it: Sugar Daddies and Punters Paddock. The teams have finished top two on the ladder this year. How excited are you? I'm excited. We are going to have a first-time winner this year. That's how great it's going to be this year, guys. Yes, both teams have been up there all season, been at the top of the ladder. Sugar Daddies have led, I think, since round 3 or round 4. I can't remember, but they went on a massive winning streak. Punters Paddock pretty much was consistent throughout the whole year. At one stage, as we heard from Coltrane last week, would have been knocked out had it not been for an injury to Rangers Anonymous in the last game of the season, which ended up giving them the win to finish second. So, look, fantastic results for both teams. As I said, I'm excited. We're going to be a first-time winner for this year's Footywired, which is great in itself. So let's have a look at the teams. All right, so let's have a look at the teams. As we said, Punters Paddock, who qualified straight through after defeating Sugar Daddies 2 weeks ago, made Sugar Daddies go through the preliminary final where they defeated Maltese Falcons. So Punters Paddock finishing second, were the first qualifiers. They're the home team this week versus Sugar Daddies. Pre-match projections, let's have a look at it. It's Sugar Daddies 391.1 projected to beat Punters Paddock 376.1. Look, I'm not too sure whether these teams are final as of yet or not. But this has been recorded Thursday night, so hopefully, or if there are any changes, we'll find out, won't we? So, the two full forwards are Ben King versus Jesse Hogan. Ben King third in the Coleman. Jesse Hogan will win the Coleman. So both have got pretty good averages. Ben King's average is 33 as a full forward, and Jesse Hogan is 40.2. As we said, he's going to win the Coleman medal unless Kerno comes back and kicks 10 or whatever it is this week. Who knows? Half forwards, Ed Richards and Aaron Norton, both Bulldogs players, playing GWS in Ballarat. I'm projecting some high scores there. Now, I suppose the issue with Ed Richards is, who is Toby Bedford going to be going to? He's probably not going to go to Bont. He's either going to go to Treloar or he's going to go to Richards. So who's he gonna try to shut down there? If it's Ed Richards, or either way, Punters Paddock got both of them, Ed Richards and Treloar. So it could be a bit of an issue there. Where Norton, I think, didn't have a great game last week against the Bulldogs. I can't remember what he done last week. Let's have a quick look. 24 stats. North Melbourne, 8 kicks. Didn't do. They won by 100 points and he's done stuff all. I think he come off injured. If I'm not mistaken, I think he did come off injured. So is he right to go? Who knows? At the moment the utilities are Rosie playing and Sarong. They're both playing the last game on Sunday night. Could be a game that means everything. Could be a game that means nothing. So we'll see what happens with that one. The Rucks, Gorn playing Friday night and Sherry against the Hawks. Now Lloyd Meek has been sick all week, and he could end up playing against Ned Reeves. So if he plays against Meek, two big strong guys, might not dominate as much. If he plays against Reeves, he could be able to dominate him strength-wise. Not hit-out-wise maybe, but strength-wise. As we mentioned with Treloar, who's been averaging 6 as a midfielder, will be an All-Australian this year, but is he going to get the tag? Sam Walsh against St Kilda. Midfield, 52 points on average. He's been a bit down the last couple of weeks. Did he do? Actually, I don't even know what he done last week. What did he do last week? 10 and 13. So that's not getting you 50 points. But it could be the game they have to win, so they could be stepping up for that one. Sinclair, who's been on fire, but getting averaging 50 as well, and he's playing that same game against Carlton. Saints just want to ruin Carlton's chances of making the finals, so they have got something to play for, I suppose, in that sense. Bailey Dale against Sherry. There's a lot of players from that game in this game, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playing in the final. So that game, first game on Sunday, could be the side actually. Could be the actual side actually Sunday. This game's going right down to Sunday. Look at it. we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of the 16 players playing on Sunday. Wanganeen, Miller and Newman. Newman's been okay as a halfback, averaging 48. He's probably been getting better scores than that recently, but he's averaging 48, and Wanganeen Malera averaging 54. He's pulled out an 80 this year, so let's see what he can do. Viney and Rao both last week were pretty phenomenal in terms of tackling wise and contested possession wise. Viney last week got 30 possessions, 2 goals, and 10 tackles. So he's averaging 35.8 as a tackler, and Rao, I think, will have the most tackles this season. He's averaging 45.9. Now, this is what tells me Sugar has not done his team, because Draper is the interchange. He was going to interchange, and then Dawson probably will be Saturday night. Will be considering he's got a few players on Sunday, and we want to know about his utility spot. I wouldn't be surprised if Dawson does stay interchange. Who's got Ben King full forward, Gordon Ruck. Yeah, so Dawson will stay interchange to see how he goes on Saturday night. Let's have a look at Sugar Daddy's options. Tim Kelly on Saturday, maybe. Nick Larkey against the Hawks could be an option in regards to Norton. Or Cullen Wilkie. No, not really. So, I don't know, maybe Tim Kelly against the Cats playing in Geelong. Yeah, he did come from Geelong. Well, he did play there for the first start his AFL career there. So maybe Kelly or Larkey should jump into the change and not Draper. I wouldn't have Draper. He doesn't do anything. I would put Kelly or Larkey as the change. So maybe you can look at that one. Over here, Atkins isn't getting a game. Dacos, Dangerfield's not getting the game. Fritsch isn't getting the game. So almost a full strength squad for Punters Paid to choose from. So health is your best asset. There we go. That's your best player, is health. With that one there. Let's have a look how these players have gone the last couple of times, since it is the preview show. Let's have a quick look to see how these players have gone the last few times they've played their current opponents. So Ben King against Richmond. Early in the year, he kicked 5 goals. So 5 goals once against Richmond. And then last year when he played him, I don't even know if he did play him last year. I don't know. 4 goals. So good form against the Tigers. Ed Richards against GWS. I know they've played each other this year already. 15 kicks, 6 handballs. Kicked 2 inside 50s. But his positions sort of have changed. His position changed after that Hawthorn game. So maybe that could be his position. Rosie against Freo. What did he do this year? Haven't they played each other? So the first time they play each other is the last round of the season. Oh no, yeah. Oh. Well, that's 2023. I'm gonna lose that. I hate doing this. Last year, 17 kicks against Freo. This year against Freo, 17 kicks, 9 handballs, 6 tackles. Let's have a look at Ed Richards. I need to look at that. I always stuff that up, don't I? Against GWS this year, 21 kicks this year against GWS. That was at GWS's home ground. So, could be an interesting one there. Gone against the Pies this year. Got 45 hitouts. I don't know if Cameron played. I can't remember. Shaw against his old club GWS, 12 and 23. Even last year, probably had a good game against him too, didn't he? 20 and 14. Trelaw. Sinclair against the Blues. Have they already played each other this year? No. Now that's a bit stuffed, really. First time you play a team is round 24. Good fixturing. Everyone calls it a draw. It's a bloody fixture. Last year, 17 kicks against Carlton. Last year, he was an All-Australian. 21 kicks early in the year as well. Sinclair. Newman. Was he Sydney? He was Sydney. He wasn't St Kilda. He was Sydney, wasn't he? So Newman last year, 26 kicks last year against and 10 intercepts. So that's what he got last year against St Kilda. Viney against the Collingwood. Only 5 tackles the King's birthday clash. But his last few weeks, 10, 8, 6, 5. and stepping up in the midfield. And then Dawson against the Swans, his old club. Did they play each other early in the year? They did. Not a very good game. Last year, how'd he go? Doesn't play well against the Swans. That's an interesting one. Over here, Hogan against the Bulldogs earlier in the year. There's Bulldogs. What did he give? 3 goals? No? Yeah, 3 goals he got. Last year, Hogan's going for back-to-back premierships, by the way. Last year, didn't play that game. And early in the season, also kicked a couple of goals. Norton against GWS. This year, 12. What did he kick? 5 inside 50s, 1 goal. Sarong against Port. 13-16, 8 inside 50s. Not a bad little game. Very early this year against the Hawks, got 44 hit-outs. I'm not sure whether that was against Meek or whether that was against Reeves. Who was that against? Can I look at... Can I have a look to see who that was against? Because that's interesting, actually. Have your players: Hawthorn, Big Meeky, Big Lloyd. What was your first game this year? North Melbourne, 24 hit-outs. But then look where the dominance, that's when he started getting better. So, interesting. Let's go back to game day. Go back to this team. Walsh hasn't played St Kilda this year, but last year against St Kilda, 19-19 and didn't play the second time. Dale against GWS earlier in the year, 14 kicks. That was just probably before Dale really took off. I mean, have a look at it since then. He took off pretty well since then. Wanganeen Malera last year. Oh, that was home. I'll do it again. I've done it again. Dale this year against GWS. 15-6. 9. Okay. Not great. Wanganeen Malera last year against Carlton. Did he play this role against Carlton? 14-8. Didn't probably play this role against Carlton last year. Rao against the first game of the season against Tigers. Got 5 tackles, 26 contested possessions, and 20 clearances. So let's see if he does that again. And as I said, the option I reckon he should go is Tim Kelly. Last time he played Geelong, Tim Kelly got... Haven't they played Geelong? I thought they played Geelong this year. Haven't the Eagles played Geelong this year? Clearly not. What about last year? Last year, 7-15. Who knows? And even Larky didn't do well against Hawks last time. That's not on there. So, yeah, look, both teams had a fantastic training session. I think with no video this week because Coley's going to be at the pub. So no interview with Coley's at the pub tomorrow, he told me. Sugar never answers. We did manage to get some training footage, though, for their big contest. So there we go. So, look, it's the grand final, so it's been a long preview. We will have one quick commercial break, my favourite commercial break for the year. I hope you enjoy it.
Black Angus beef and bacon? So Tex. Fire roasted peppers and onions? It's Mex. Let's settle this.
Tex! 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 Tex!
Should we tell him it's both? Eventually.
Tex!
When Tex meets Mex, it's a win-win. The Tex-Mex Bacon Thick Burger, only at Carl's Jr.
The new big sausage breakfast. With 3 eggs, loads of melted cheese, and a full foot of sausage. Open wide. It's breakfast time. The big sausage breakfast. Only at Carl's Jr. and Harvey's. Eat like you mean it.
Welcome back. Look, good luck to all the contestants, to both contestants this week. It's first, as I said, first time winner, absolutely fantastic. Who's going to win? Look, Sugar Daddy's favourite. I think, I think the tag that one of the Bulldogs players will cop might cause Paddock a bit of problems. I think Sugar Daddy's actually will win it. So good luck to both contestants. Thank you. See ya.